Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Duskers. So, we are in a new system in the galaxy. We're about to embark on the exploration of a Class B medical vessel with an unknown number of infestation types, and this is a volatile one. So, it's gonna get interesting. Let's have a look. So, I took the liberty of repairing Tommy, and for the rest, I think we should actually just take all his toys away. This way we have a spare drone, but we can do something with the sensor and the traps if we want to. The thing is, the traps have been pretty heavily damaged, and the failure probability is high enough that I don't really want to risk using them, because they will need to be fixed or something. So for now I'm just gonna leave them be. We already have a pretty good set of tools with us. We got 4 empty slots for extra things we pick up on the way. So I think for now this is we are good to go. So let's enter and see what the game has to throw at us. Scanning inconclusive, of course. Hull integrity is medium, so that implies there is a chance of random radiation and things like that, rather than a stable hull that doesn't really have that. Parts of the communications have been corrupted and some have been found. Let's see. Yep, this is the message from the emergency relays, forwarding it in its entirety. I had to let the bodies go. I had to get them off the ship and minimize the risk of infection. I've relayed the situation to all ISHO outposts. Hopefully they can get the data that I need to understand the pattern and stop this from spreading further. I need to get to my lab. We don't have much time. Signed by Dr. J. Holmes. So this log is actually not corrupted. Seems good. Also, there's an annotation here. Joe, that's the onboard computer. Linking with theory index, pandemic, infection and bodies, suggest further inquiry. ISHO, cross-references, International Space Health Organization. Shouldn't it be Interstellar Space Health Organization? Just as a small aside. Recommend course of action. Investigate medical communications for further data. Okay. So, as usual, let's do a full clear. We begin. Mouse get out of the way, and we zip around because we are speedy. Hey, interface. Ship scan. That's pretty neat actually. Survey. And there are no defenses to be enabled, so that's good to know. Wow. We already start next to fuel. Well, an extra jump cell is always a nice thing to get. Also, we have... Yes, we have a probe that we can launch. Twiki is carrying probes. So, let's follow the happy smiley face. Yes, that's you. At some point I'm just gonna follow the happy smiley face straight into something that's gonna kill me. Ah, Ron is in here. Ron doesn't look so healthy. Also, a module. What? Info. Wait, what? Command not processed. Error, internal error processing command. Why can't I get info for my room? Is this because this is an unscannable room? But how then do I know what's this? Okay. Let's just tow. Right, we let's see, what does Ron have? He's got sensors with him. Okay. So Ron is only slightly damaged. And we can push Ron, that's also nice. Yeah, we'll get back to gather stuff. What? Asteroid detected in 2 minutes. It's gonna hit room 10 or one of the adjacent room. So it's either one of these two. Got 2 minutes to get there and see what's in there. That's no time pressure, not at all. Hey, dang it. Stuck. Tim, get out of the way. Also, if one of these rooms gets hit, might have impact on whatever happens with this. I mean, if a door gets ripped out, that might get pretty darn gnarly. Can I perform a tow? Oh. Okay, I can't actually do anything with this. Airlock A2, seal integrity is failing. So this might actually just blow out. Okay, so medium integrity hold, definitely scarier than before. Yeah, let's go with the word scarier. Okay, so I'm gonna let the probe scout for now. You get out, come on. Okay, we close it and then we open up door 17. We let you in. Might also need to, yep. Okay, so this one is going to fail more or less on time with when this is going to collapse. Boom. Okay, so that's a new thing. Close. Yeah. Okay, so this one is gonna flood. We can't actually do anything with it because, well, we don't have any power there. Asteroid missed. So the rest of the ship is fine. This room is now lost to us forever, but the other room is fine. So let's open up door A1 again and send Twiki to our room. Do a little motion sensing. Of course, the two adjacent rooms are not scannable. Of course they are. That's always the case. Evil, sneaky game. Okay. Thing is, if I can't see what's happening, I have to take blind faith chances. Okay, this one. Okay, so there's a power supply here that's gonna power at least this section of the ship, presumably. So that's gonna power the guns. So this is a useful place to get to. Problem is, this room is not scannable, which means even if I move Twiki over here and start scanning and then dock up on here, I will not be able to get a fix on this room. So I can't directly barge in. I can, however, dock on A3 and A4 and see what happens over there. That's probably, at this point, the wisest course of action, because I can't actually do anything else. Oh wait, I've got a remote power thing. That's a new thing. I have to get used to having it again. So that means I can interface again. I mean, we have an interface over here, so I can just do a defense. Ah! Wait. That's only in this section. Okay, I can do a ship scan for that one. There is a survey, but that's not going to reveal anything new, because I already have all the rooms. Okay, but this is only a partial power supply then. So one of these rooms below here will have the power supply that we need. On the other hand, I can now send my drone further, or my scout. Open up that one. Yeah. Close the door once the probe is in. Yep. Okay, now let's go to D6. Roll a D6. Okay. And we open up D12, then the probe can go there. There's not a power supply over there, so maybe this one will supply this. I was hoping for it to reveal maybe an airlock on the side so I could dock or something, but unfortunately that's not one of the options. Let's see. So at this point I have exhausted... I haven't exhausted my options. I can stop powering a remote 5 and then I can do a remote R4, which will allow me to scan even more. I think I have a ship scan. Okay, so now nothing new over there. But I can activate the defenses now. So that means this room is clear. Also opening up D17. If there is something scary in here, it is going to wander over and get shot by the turret. And if not, then not, obviously. Okay. Assuming room 3 is now clear. Let's open up D16. At least our probe's gonna go out, but he should not get shot because he's stealthed. And there was something in 16. And of course now the door is blocked. Yes, that's the downside of doing research blind or detecting things blindly. You have no way of knowing what's where. Right, open up D15. If something is in there, it will get shot. Let's see, opening up. Okay, I think it's been long enough. Opening up door 12 as well. So this way, if there's something in here, it's gonna wander over and get shot. So I can declare the entire upper side of the ship safe. At the same time, I can move into room 3. Closing this one for now, shutting down the defenses, operating under the assumption that the entire upper side of the ship is now clear. Still moving about cautiously. So that means I'm gonna go through the central corridor rather than directly to room 3. That way I only risk mouse rather than the entire crew. Hello there, smiley face. Okay, that's scrap. That means it was a gunboat. Which are my favorites, because I like scrap. A broken terminal. Thing is, I have no idea what kind of monsters are there. So it could be that there's that there flies here. It's possible that there's jumpers here. It could be anything. I have to take a few risks. Let's see. Oh, going in from here. And this is the face. And of course, this room was blocked. But we have now done a full clear of the entire upper side of the ship, which is good. So we can open up. We need to go back to the interface. So let's go back to navigate 1 to room 2. Yes. It's too bad that you can't clear corpses out to actually close doors again. I understand it's a bit of a trade-off, but it does make for probes to behave in weird ways. Interface, yep, defenses go on. Okay, so we open up door 13. That should provide for the probe. Probe should now be able to go there as well. Chart it. This door shall never be opened. We have another door over there that we can open as well. I'm assuming that room 6 is pretty clear, otherwise something would have gone out. So opening up door 19 as well. Waiting for the for the probe to go in and check stuff out, and if there was something scary in here, the defenses are going to shoot it before the probe arrives, because monsters are naturally curious. Okay, seemingly this entire ship is now clear, so we can just deactivate the defenses and we can try to commandeer the ship. Oh, okay. Help commandeer. So what's okay, so all rooms must be verified. Okay, I have only, of course, I have been probing there. I haven't actually sent a scout in, so I still need to do that. Just activating defenses again. Oh, okay, declaring it safe. Must be free. Radiation must be contained. What radiation is contained? Ah, no airlocks exposed to space. This is why we can't commandeer the ship, because this airlock is open and, well, there's no way to close it. It's broken. Okay. Right, so actually taking a slightly opposite way from before. Yes, I'm overly paranoid in this game. So we open up this door. That way we only risk a single drone. So we have power supply. Let's not go through that door. We have a turret here, and we follow the probe. What we have is an interface. Okay, well. Wait, help probe. Ah, pick up. Okay. So let's see A1. And then once the probe goes in home, see what the probe does. If it wants to go out, we close the door. Yeah. Pick up. Oh, shit. Right, so I only have one drone carrier. It's kind of annoying that I can't actually just tell it from the map. I need to select wiki or tell the number, but that's just a minor detail. We can stop remote powering R4. Well, we've plundered everything we can. Time to leave. What's our loot? We got one jump fuel cell, so we can travel to another galaxy. Well, not a galaxy, but another star system. We have 8 scraps, which is good. That's nearly a full repair for a drone. We survived for another day. We got more data. We got a sensor upgrade, which... Oh, and we got a drone. Run the drone. And we got more objective data stuff. So... Pandemic and unfiled. Okay, so there's a bit of theory here. Only an extremely virulent pathogen with the perfect storm of attributes would suffice as an existential risk. This seems less likely given the distributed nature of a spacefaring civilization. However, there may be means of transmission that we are unaware of. Okay. So that all links back to pandemic, which is the topic of the objective that we just got, which is relates to the log message we found. Okay, so that's linking with theory index pandemic is because it's now added to this. Infection in bodies suggest further inquiry, so that's we need to find more logs that relate to it. Investigate medical communications for further data. So presumably that means it's a very good idea to go after more medical ships. So let's have a look here. What's G? That's a fuel depot. This is a military ship. This is a space station. This is a Stargate. This is another fuel depot. Let's see, this is a research outpost, but I need a transporter for that, so I can't actually do anything with it. This is a military outpost that also requires military clearance, so presumably I need to actually commandeer a military ship before I can go in there. And we have another space station over here that's in quarantine. Okay. Well, presumably that might be a place where we can get more information about bodies, right? Well, we can't go in here. We need the transporter for that. So this is the closest we can get to. And because it's a fuel depot, it's bound to supply us with more fuel to make additional leaps. So let's go there. It's a Class C. So that means we will be able to maybe do another small derelict in the same episode. Class A, that's going to be a full episode. Well, okay. So if this is a small one, then we might do another fuel depot afterwards. Basically, we get closer to all the other things then. This is a military ship. If we manage to commandeer this, we can actually do this. If we manage to get a transporter. And here we have a space station, which is also really large. Well, that's a problem to worry about next time. So once again, I thank you very much for watching, and see you next episode. Bye bye.